The Rock, Smashing Machine, which has been pretty heavily promoted. It's been trotted around to all these different film festivals. A lot of people saying this is going to be The Rock's real, it's going to be him showing and proving that he can do dramatic roles and blah, blah, blah. Even though some critics gave it a lot of love from putting on a bunch of makeup and prosthetics and shit like that and saying he transformed himself. It's not doing so well at the box office. In fact, The Rock's Oscar bait UFC movie, The Smashing Machine, flops at the box office with a $6 million opening. $6 million opening weekend. Now, it is not like this thing was projected to make $100 million in its opening weekend. It's not at the same level of some of the big blockbuster things we've seen The Rock do before. So I don't think anyone was expecting $70, $80 million for an opening. However, for it to be only $6 million, especially when it was projected to be somewhere around the $8 to $15 million range, and when you factor in the $50 million budget for this movie, it's not looking good for The Rock. And we can go here. Taylor Swift's release party of a showgirl triumphs with $33 million. Dwayne Johnson's Smashing Machine bombs with $6 million. Elsewhere at the box office, audiences couldn't smell what The Rock was cooking. This weekend's other newcomer, Dwayne Johnson's R-rated sports drama, The Smashing Machine, cratered in third place with $6 million. And it's a pretty wide release too, 3,345 venues. Those ticket sales were below projections and marked a career low for Johnson, below his 2010 thriller Faster, 8.5 million not adjusted for inflation. It is the lowest opening of his entire career, not adjusted for inflation.
Even the Scorpion King.
Everything. Ignominious records aside, it's a blow to A24, which spent $50 million to promote the movie or to produce the movie, and many millions more in promotional efforts, including stops at Venice and Toronto Film Festival. And it was getting a lot of praise coming out of there, talking about The Rock and how he's showing he's a real actor and stuff like that. But it is not equating to box office results. I think the cinema score coming out was like a B-, which doesn't bode well for its potential hold.
Wow.
I know it was The Rock trying to do something different. And look, when I watched the trailers, I was like, oh, this might look interesting. I'm still going to give it a review and, give it a chance. But that is a lot of money for a movie like this for the return that they're getting.
What's the last big hit? I guess you could say Moana 2 was a pretty big hit but he's a voice actor in that. But last time he really carried a film, what was he? Let's see, we got Jumanji
2.
Red Notice. That was a few years back. That was big on Netflix, right? On streaming. Fast and Furious wasn't really the lead, but kind of. Didn't he do a spinoff to that?
Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, that's right. Hobbs and Shaw. I don't know, man. He just I think after Black Adam, it just was when you see The Rock. I don't know, man. I just want to see, when I think of The Rock, I just want to see him in like some of them old Arnold Schwarzenegger roles where he just is an action guy and just kills everybody. That's it. I don't want to see him in some dramatic role. I don't want to see him in a series. Maybe, good for him. He's trying to do something different.
I think he wants to be taken seriously. You know what I mean? I think after doing all this stuff for so long and being so these kind of action adventure type of movies where he kind of plays the same person over and over again, I think he wanted to do something to be taken more seriously. And maybe with maybe it is Oscar bait, right? Maybe the people that fucking decide these things, the people that say, hey, these movies that nobody fucking watched, we think these were really the best. Maybe those people will give him the flowers that he's so desperately looking for and the respect that he's looking for. But when it comes to, look, no one should have ever expected this to be a Jumanji level box office, right? That's not what this movie is. However, you have to factor in what you put into it. And if you put $50 million into producing this movie, which I don't know how, I don't know why it costs that much, but that's what it costs from A24, a production company that has a decent amount of respect for the stuff that they put out, the level of quality that they put out. Some things are certainly better than others. you're expecting more than a return like this. And I don't imagine that it's going to have a huge international pull. The Rock movies sometimes do have big international pull, but I don't think that's going to be the way with this. I really don't.
No, I agree. Did you have any interest in seeing this film?
From the trailers, I did. From the trailers, I was like, you know what? I'm going to give that a chance. See how The Rock performs in a movie like this. I like Emily Blunt for the most part.
First thought for me was, when it comes on streaming, I'll probably watch it. Like I wasn't going to spend the money in the theater to go see this film. So, so I guess we'll see what happens. But it'll probably be, if that's the case, it'll be on streaming very quickly, just like that Him movie starring that Wayans kid. It's already coming out streaming in like 12 days. I think it was. It was like 12 or 13 days. It's already heading to streaming.
Well, let's also be clear, going to digital and going to streaming are two different things.
That's true. Gotcha.
Because streaming would mean that if you're subscribed to a streaming service, you just get that for no extra charge. Whereas if it releases on digital, that means video on demand, all that stuff. So we'll see.